Hey, good evening, beautiful souls. Sunday, the 15th, about, I don't know, about 7 o'clock in the evening. Hope everybody's having a good life. I was watching a video. It was a religious type presentation, I guess, about God, Christ. Had a little bit of a man twang to it. And I'm just fresh out of meditation, so if I seem draggish or spaced out or whatever, I'm still kind of, like legit, just got out of meditation, so I haven't been out very long. But watch this video where this guy was these religious-based presentations. They were talking about astral projecting and how you leave your body and you leave yourself open to be possessed by a demon. Or, in some cases, you can astral project into another person and try to kill them. Like you could be meditating, maybe not even meditating, just astral project. You know what? I'm still up in the air of the whole astral projecting thing. It's just terms that I've heard, terminologies, labels, whatever. I don't know if what I'm doing is different. Is it a form of astral projecting, or is it something more, something different? Or is it something more, something different? I don't. When I meditate, I leave like it's the same concept the way I look at it. It's the same concept as going to sleep. You're laying down at night to go to sleep, right? You can't go to sleep if you're thinking, right? If your mind's going, you can't fall asleep because you're talking to yourself. You're keeping yourself awake, right? So in order to fall asleep, you must find peace. You must stop thinking. Once you stop thinking, you enter into sleep, right? Just like if you wake up in the middle of the night, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're up and your mind starts replaying the day and what you're going to do today, how busy you're going to be, what I need to get up, take a shower in a few hours, whatever. All these thoughts start racing through your head, and now all of a sudden you're awake. You can't go to sleep because you're talking to yourself. Just like if you were, in a room with somebody and you're trying to sleep and they're talking to you, it'd be really hard for you to go to sleep when they're talking to you. Now, I go to sleep here in the Bible, audiobook Bible, King James Version. I go to sleep listening to that. Somebody's talking, but I go to sleep to it. I can't. So I'm doing the same concept when I meditate. I'm sitting just like I am now, and it's dark. Can't see my hand in front of my face, pitch black. And I got my back up against the wall. My legs are straight out. And I'm there in dark, pitch black. Can't see my hand in front of my face. I got my eyes open, and I'm just staring out. I can't see anything, so I'm just looking past whatever's there. And now I'm playing this game of, there's a thought, I get rid of it. There's a thought, I get rid of it. And it doesn't take long. But I stop thinking. I eventually just stop thinking, and I find peace. But I'm not asleep. I'm awake. My eyes are open. And once I get to that point, I'm not entering into dream world. And we dream in our subconscious mind, right? When we fall asleep, we're in, but that's a different, I think it's a different part of the subconscious mind, because I enter into the subconscious mind, but I'm not asleep, I'm awake. So it's like I'm conscious of what's going on, what I'm seeing. I'm not dreaming, I mean, I'm seeing it. And I'm out. Like, I don't know if my soul's left my body, if I'm astral projecting, I don't know. I've never thought about. Now I've connected to people for healing purposes. You know what I mean? Like, I see myself, you know, going to this person and healing, you know, working on them to heal them, or, you know, to seeing something with them, or seeing something next to them, or, you know, seeing somebody related to them, or whatever the aspect may be. I can do that. I can see that from just in the comfort of my own home. I can do it now. I don't have to be meditating. Most of the time I do it when I'm not meditating. I'm helping others when I help others answer some questions that they've been seeking. I can do this. Is that astral projecting? I don't know. But we have to be careful with what we're wording. In a religion aspect, that's demonic. They don't look at it in any other way other than it's demonic. If you're evil, manipulative, a liar, just an awful, terrible person, and you do this with evil intent, most certainly it's evil, it's wrong. You don't need to do it. I don't do it for that purpose. I do it the opposite. I do it to help other people, to heal people. When I go into that world, I ask God to protect me, to cover me in the blood, because I am out there. I am, you know, in the astro world. I am in the past the veil, where all this stuff lies, and I have to ask God to protect me. You know, to wash. I am washed in His blood. That blood is protecting me, and I do it for good. I do it to help. And I think that that's the difference. You know, it's just like you've got psychic mediums, and you have to be careful with psychic mediums. At any time somebody's saying they're communicating with the dead, we're not meant to communicate with the dead. The dead know nothing, right? They're dead. They don't know anything. There was many Bible verses in the Bible, scriptures in the Bible that spoke on these things. There is no resurrection, right? Once you're dead, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're communicating with something, or you think you are, like a psychic, they think they're communicating with a dead loved one, and they're actually talking to a demon, not even realizing it. A familiar spirit is what they're called. But you also have a seer that uses, you know, the gifts that God's given them for good, for the purpose, you know, not for themselves, but for God. This is the difference, to work for God instead of working for yourself, right? You have to be careful with self-glorification. If you're trying to make a profit on a gift that God's given you, then that's wrong. We're not supposed to do that. I see the dead, but I'm not communicating with them. They're not communicating with me. I see them as how they were alive, and what kind of person they were, what they were doing, you know, all these things when they were alive, not now when they're dead. I don't see them as they're dead. They're in the ground, they're buried. I'm not out there searching and knocking on their casket, right? That's the difference between that and a seer. I can go on about the dead. And a lot of people will disagree. A lot of people I know will disagree, but I go by my intuition. I go by my experiences and what I see and what I feel, and what's right and what's wrong. I just saw a bright flash of light in the corner of my vision. So I go, I this is what I go by. Um, so, I hear all these other terminologies like Kundalini and chakras and you know all these other sayings. Excuse me. And I think they're just like with Kundalini. They say that it's a dormant demon that's trapped at the base of your spine, and I don't know about that. I don't. So you're telling me that every person in the world has a demon inside of them, and you awaken it by, what I'm saying, like doing meditation? That don't make sense to me.
Many divine
Um,
feminines and divine masculines
Excuse me,
are
let me turn this down.
surprised by this phase because they expected reunion to be marked by messages,
Yeah,
confessions, or
I'm
external
sorry.
movement. Instead, the first
So
undeniable shift often happens within the body.
I believe
The
there's a
body has
difference
been feeling different
between
lately. More
the
sensitive,
light
more
and the dark,
tired,
right?
more alert, more alive, or even
Um,
strangely disconnected at
you can
times.
do
It may
these
not be random. It may
things,
be the
but
signal
it
you
for
are
good.
entering the
You know what I'm
final
saying? Like
stage of your
most
twin flame
people,
journey. This
they've got
stage
a
is
thought
not about
process
chasing
that
or waiting anymore.
what I'm doing
It
is
is
evil, what
about
I'm doing is wrong,
alignment.
because this is
Your
what
soul
religion
is
is
preparing
spoke
your
of
physical
or
vessel
talked
to hold
about.
a higher frequency of love, truth, and
Um,
union.
and you have to
And
be
that
careful
process can feel dramatic.
when you're
The body as the
entering into
last
that world
gateway.
and how you're
The
entering
twin
into that
flame
world.
journey is, at its
Um,
core, a journey of
you,
frequency.
you got
Two
to make
souls
sure that
learning to
you're a
harmonize
firm
at the
believer
same
and you worship
energetic
God,
level.
and
Early
you're protected
stages
by His
focus on
blood.
emotional healing and
You know what I'm saying? Like
spiritual
He is
awakening,
the leader.
but the
He is
final
the
stage
Almighty.
asks something
You know
deeper:
what I'm saying? The head of everything.
full integration. The
And
body
that's who you need to
becomes the
turn to
last
for
gateway.
protection.
You
The
may notice
enemies, the devil,
sensations
the
you cannot
demons,
easily explain.
they
Sudden
don't
warmth
care
in
about a
the
Buddha,
chest,
uh,
pressure around the heart,
Allah,
tingling
or
along the spine,
whoever else,
waves of
other
energy moving through your stomach or throat, moments where your
entities or
body
deities
feels
there
heavy
are
and
out
light
there.
at the same
You know
time.
what I'm saying?
This is not
They're not scared of those
imagination.
beings.
It is your nervous
They
system
don't know who they
recalibrating to
are.
hold more love without fear,
They know who
more
Jesus Christ
connection
is.
without running, more
And when
presence without
they
defense.
see
The
Him
final
attached to
stage is
you,
not only about meeting your twin flame in the
then they're
physical,
going to leave you
it
alone.
is about
They don't
becoming
like
physically capable of
that. They
sustaining the
don't.
connection.
They're
Your
afraid
body
of that.
must learn
That's
safety
why
where it
when I
once held
encounter these
survival
demons,
patterns.
they're
Unusual
very
fatigue before
testing
the
to me.
breakthrough. One of the most common
They're
experiences in
very
this phase is deep
like
fatigue.
they try to
Not
scare me. They try
ordinary
to deter
tiredness,
me,
but a bone-deep
and
exhaustion
it
that
doesn't work.
alone does
I'm not
not
afraid
fully
of them.
fix.
And most
This
time
fatigue often
they're
appears
running.
right before
You know what I'm
major
saying? They're running
energetic
from me, but they always
outflows.
initially
Your
try to
system is releasing
frighten me
old
off. You know,
emotional
I'm not
blueprints,
Jesus Christ,
abandonment wounds, rejection memories,
but I am washed in the
grief
water and I
stored
am
in
protected.
cells. Even if you have done
And in
years
some
of
cases,
inner
they will
work,
run.
the body can hold layers the mind already healed.
But
The final stage
you have to be
asks the
careful
body to let go too.
losing
This can
track of
feel
that.
like
You know what I'm
needing
saying?
more
That
sleep than
the
usual,
spiritual world, the spiritual
letting
life,
dream after emotional
can
memories resurface,
distract you from God.
wanting
So
solitude more than socializing,
I don't.
experiencing random
I just
emotional
think we have to be
waves without
careful
clear
with
triggers.
how we're
This is not regression, it
speaking
is purification.
to
The
people
body is
about
holding
frightening,
space for union,
like scare and stuff. It's
heightened
like yoga. I
sensitivity
don't
to energy.
saying that
As
yoga
you
is
hit the
demonic is
final
just
stage where
insane to me.
sensitivity
It's
increases,
crazy to me.
loud places
I
may
think
feel
yoga,
overwhelming.
honestly, I did yoga
Significant
for 2 years
energy may
straight. Never
suddenly
once
feel
thought about
intolerable.
conjuring up a
You
demon
may
or this
crave
position was
nature,
gonna
silence, or
summons a demon.
alone
That's
more
just
than ever.
nuts to me. That's
As
crazy
your
that somebody would
frequency is
even
rising,
mention
your body
that
is
how that would
becoming
come out
more
of somebody's
selective
mouth. I
about
do
who
not know.
allows you
That's
to
just
intrude.
crazy to me.
What once felt normal now feels misaligned.
If you go
What
into
once
it
felt exciting
thinking
now feels draining.
that you're
You
going to
are
conjure
now
up a demon, then you
becoming too
might. You
sensitive.
know what I'm saying? You can
You are
manifest it.
becoming
You got to be
precise.
careful.
This
Fear,
sensitivity is a sign that your system is
yeah,
aligning with
demons
your
are
true
attracted to fear like
energetic
moths to a
match,
flame. They will
your
attach
twin
themselves to
flame.
you in a second
Anything not
if you're walking
resonating with
around
that
fearful.
frequency begins to feel
You got to be
physically
careful with
uncomfortable.
fear. You know what I mean? God, everything's in God's hands. Like He said it. You're more important than the fowls of the air, the birds of the air, right? You're more important than that. So I think He's got you, right? You know, don't worry about where you'll find food and your clothes and, you know what I'm saying? Like He said, I got you. Don't live in fear. Fear is anti-God. Stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Depression, that's a big, you know what I mean? Like demons love depression. They will attach themselves to you. And before you know it, you're always depressed. You don't even realize you got a demon whispering in your ear, telling you you're no good. You know what I mean? You know, you ain't gonna amount to anything. You're a loser or whatever the case may be. It will whisper these things that's what's keeping you depressed. We have tragic events happen to us, right? It's unavoidable. We will mourn, and that's it's a normal human reaction. But you have to heal. You have to heal for your sake. Because if it's a continuous mourning, you know, the abnormal amount of mourning, it will attract a demon. And you'll never, ever, ever be able to let that person go, or that whatever situation it is, you'll never let it go. You never can let it go. It'll hold on to you and it'll push you down. It'll push you down. You know, that's what it's doing. It's weighing you down. Always miserable, always upset. That's a demon. That's a demon. It's attached itself to that emotion. I like that feeling. They're cowards. They prey on the weak. Depression is a weakness. Not saying you're weak, but it is a weakness. Fear is a weakness. It's a low vibrational frequency. And that vibration that you're emitting into the world, a demon will grab a hold of it, and it's like a magnet. You know, they'll pull themselves right to you. And they'll be right here whispering. I see it all the time. When I'm connecting to somebody and I see this demon, I always see this demon multiple times over your shoulder. This is what I see. Sometimes I'll see like claws, like a claw or something hanging over the shoulder sometimes in some people. But they're just sitting there just whispering, and sometimes they're laughing, right? They're laughing at you. Think about that. I'm seeing things. What in the world was that? Something just moved over there. I saw it just jump around. Anyway, but they're laughing at you. They want to keep you down. Beat that. Make peace with it. Right? It's going to help you. Demons don't like love or peace. And if you're not having love, carrying love or peace in your heart, and anger and fear, then you are, what do you call it? You're being not programmed. What's the word? You're being attached. You have an attachment on you now. You're being manipulated. You're being controlled now. They've got you. And what eventually will happen? And it's not a possession. It's not a possession, right? It's an attachment. They're stuck on behind your shoulder, right? They're there, outside there. And you will pray. You'll talk to God. You know what I'm saying? Nothing will help. Nothing helps. Right? And then you lack faith. You lose your faith in God. Now you start to question God. Why would you allow this to happen to me? Not even knowing that you have a demon attached to you. Right? God, well, you'll be questioning, God, didn't I serve you? Didn't I pay my tithes? Didn't I pay my offerings? Didn't I go to church every Sunday? Didn't I read my Bible? You know what I'm saying? Like, and why would you let this happen? And now the questioning God and the lack of faith now in that, you leave yourself open to be possessed. You got to be careful with negative emotions. It will consume you, and you will get an attachment. Over time, eventually it'll happen. Like I said, it's normal.
feel
to carry
safe
some
and
emotions,
love. The final stage is where
but you're not
spirituality
meant to carry
meets
them over and over
biology,
again, not
where
day
soul
after day after
meets
day.
nervous system, where destiny meets embodiment.
So
And when your body finally feels safe and loved, the outer world
use your intuition.
rearranges itself.
With me, I
Communication
had no other
opens,
choice.
meetings
I wasn't
happen,
going backwards. I
time
knew what the
aligns,
world I
not
know what the
because you
world
forced
had
it, but
offered me,
because
and
you became
I didn't
ready.
like it.
If
It
this
wasn't
is
helping me.
happening to you,
It
do
was
not
just keeping me
panic.
down.
Do not rush it. Do not try to interpret
I was
every
done with it.
sensation.
I was done with
Listen to your
man.
body. Rest when
Anything that
needed.
had to do with man, I was
Hydrate.
done with it.
Spend time in
Wasn't going to go
nature.
backwards. And when
Allow
I first started
emotions to
getting into
move freely
meditation, it
without
was scary.
judgment. This
Not gonna lie
phase
to
is
you, and
not
that's why a
about
lot of
doing
people
more.
give up,
It
because
is
they have
about
that thought
allowing
process
more.
in their head. It's
Allow your
there.
body to
I'm
catch up to
scared.
your soul.
I'm gonna
Because
get
when the body and soul
possessed by a
agree,
demon,
union is
right?
no longer a question of if,
And if you have that mindset
if
and
your
you're going
body
into it
feels
fearful, you
different,
don't need to go into it.
something
You need to
profound is
stop.
unfolding.
It's
Not
not made for
outside
everybody.
you, but
Not
within
everybody's
you.
cut out for it.
The twin flame journey is not only a love story, it is a transformation
I
of
know
the entire being. The final
that
stage is
I don't
not
speak to
marked by
demons. I
dramatic
don't talk to the devil.
declarations from your twin flame.
Jesus and
It is
God
marked
are the
by
only
calm
entities that I
supplemental
worship,
peace,
or I speak to,
receptivity, and
or
embodied
I
love.
look up
And
to,
when that happens,
who I
reunion is
who I
no
want to
longer
live my
a
life
distant
by,
dream.
right?
It becomes a natural next step.
This
You
is
are
this
not
is what I
breaking
want.
down.
I'm not trying to
You
be
are
like
becoming
Buddha or
capable of the
Allah
love your soul
or
has
Hare
always
Krishna.
known
I
is
don't know. I
possible.
don't know these
And your body,
entities,
at last,
these
is ready
deities
for
or
the
whatever.
fight. Twin flames.
I
Your
don't even
body
have that
knows
thought
the
process
reunion is
whatsoever. I don't
close,
grab a hold of
even if your
crystals or
mind doubts
sage.
it. There is a
The
quiet
Bible and God,
phase
that's
of
all
the
I
twin
got.
flame journey that
That's
we
all I
talk
need.
about. It is not the chaos, not the
And
separation,
because
not
of
the longing
that,
or the
I've
silence or
got
the
gifts now,
synchronicities that once lit
right?
up your world
These
like
gifts
cosmic
came from God, and
fireworks.
these are
It is
almighty,
the phase where something inside you
extraordinary
becomes deeply
gifts.
still. And yet,
You know what I'm
at the
saying?
same
For
time, your
good.
body is
That
changing
doesn't come from
rhythms
the
you cannot
devil. That's
ignore.
just like
Your sleep
God
shifts,
said that
your
a kingdom
appetite
cannot be
changes,
divided against
your
itself, just like a
reactions
home
soften,
can't be divided against
your
itself.
emotional
You
triggers
know,
do not hit the
a
same.
man and a woman
You
fighting and
feel
arguing,
waves of
that home won't
sensation with
stand,
no clear
right? The
source.
devil can't
You sense them without
fight
trying.
against himself.
You withdraw
If he
from
did, he
drama
wouldn't
without
stand.
forcing
It
yourself
doesn't make
This is
sense,
not coincidence.
right?
It is not imagination. It is your body recognizing that the cycle
It's
is
the Holy
closing
Spirit.
and a new one is
What
about
I
to begin.
experience is
Your
God,
mind may still
transformation
question.
from God,
Your heart
a
may still
regeneration
wonder,
from God.
but your body often
Nothing
knows
else,
first
nobody
when
else.
reunion
I
is
experience
near.
things and I do it
Because
for the
the body
good.
does not operate
I
on
use
hope.
it for the good.
It operates on truth and safety.
That
And
past the
when
veil world
reunion
is there.
draws
That's the
close,
real world. That's
your
where we will
system
go
begins
when we die.
preparing to receive it.
That's the
The
real
body
world. That's what I
remembers
see.
the
That's what I'm
mind
connected to.
forgets.
There's all kinds of
On the
things
twin
there.
flame journey, people focus
So
heavily on the mind and heart.
just be
Thoughts,
careful with it. Just be careful with your mind.
emotions, awakenings.
Um,
But the body holds
and
memory
where
far older
where
than
your
mind.
mindset is going into
Your
it.
body remembers how you learned to protect
Try
yourself. It
try
remembers heartbreak,
dark
betrayal,
meditation,
abandonment,
pitch black
inconsistency.
meditation. Make
It
sure it's
remembers
pitch
when
black
love
though.
did
You
not
know,
feel
make
safe.
sure there's no light coming
Even if
from
you
around the
consciously
doorway of where
forget
you're
it,
at.
your cells
You know what I'm
can
saying?
still
Like
carry the
no
imprint.
light
The
whatsoever.
final approach to
If you got a nice
reunion
closet in your
requires more
home,
than spiritual readiness.
I have a
It
cushion that I
requires
sit on and
somatic
one up
readiness.
behind me in the back.
Your body
I
must
mean,
no longer
I'm comfortable.
interpret love as danger. This is why, near the final stage,
Find you a
you
nice place.
experience
Make sure it's
physical and
dark.
nervous system shift. The body is rewriting
You'll see
its
some things. You'll start to
relationship with
experience some things.
intimacy.
And don't be frightened.
It is
Don't be
learning.
fearful.
Love is not a threat.
Go into it praying.
Connection is not
Go into it
loss.
reading your Bible.
Union is not
You know what I mean?
pain.
Go into it
This
talking to God.
reunion can feel strange
Nothing else.
because it
Nobody else.
happens when
Nothing
you
else. Don't
watch
put no
it.
sage
You
around.
may not
No
have
keep
a
no
single
diamonds
thought,
around or crystals
only
around. None of that
sensations,
stuff.
only subtle changes
If you
that
have that
never
stuff,
exist.
there's a
When your
reliant on
reactions
that.
no longer
You're
match
putting your
your
faith and
inner
trust in that
dreams.
object.
One of the clearest signs of this
In
stage
some way or
is
another, in the
emotional
mindset,
neutrality,
is you're
where there
thinking that
walks
this
with
could help.
intensity.
You got to
Situations
take that
once
out of your
full
mindset.
fear
It's
or
not going to help you.
anxiety around your twin flame may now
You
feel
put your
manageable.
mindset on
You
God
no
and
longer
God alone.
spiral when they are
That's it. All
quiet.
those other things
You
are,
no
are a
longer feel
distraction, and you're
shattered by
limiting
uncertainty.
yourself.
You no longer
And that's an
accept
object and
every
it's an
future
idol.
signs. This does not mean
So
you
be careful
stop
with that.
loving. It means your attachment
Just the
with
Bible,
is healing.
God.
Your body no longer
Fight your
equates
thoughts.
silence with
Become
abandonment.
aware of it.
No longer
You'll start to
equates
learn
distance with
discernment.
rejection.
God will teach you. He will give you the gift of discernment to be able to figure out who's your voice, who's the devil's voice, and who's God's voice. And you will start to hear God speak once you start blocking out your voice and the devil's voice. You got to work on your voice at first. Figure out what your voice is saying, right? And once you start realizing your voice, and it's what operates your life through the day, going to the store, going to work, going to school, whatever the case may be, that's your voice. The devil, the enemy, will lead you to depression, will lead you to sadness. So if you get a hold of a thought and it escalates into worry and fear and stress, that's the devil's voice. Be careful with that, right? Because before you know it, he knows you're listening now. He's going to keep talking to you. He's going to keep pushing you down. And now you're going to be on a rabbit hole. You're going to be down a rabbit hole that you won't be able to get yourself out of. Once you start becoming aware of this and his voice and the path that he wants to take you, you'll stop it. Right now what happened is, here's your voice, you remove it, right? And now here's the enemy's voice, because you've already worked on your voice. You already figured it out, the patterns of that, and you quiet it down, right? And then the enemy's voice, you'll start to realize it and what it says and what path it's taking you down. And you'll remove it, just like your voice. And all that's left is God's voice. He will lead you to peace, because if you're not going negative, right, to the negative side, you have to go to the positive side, right? Because that's all that's left. That's godly, that's holy, that's healing, that's love, that's powerful, right? That's where you're at now, and that's where you're living your life at now. Always peaceful, always loving, always kind, always forgiving. You can't hold hate, you can't hold regret, you can't hold lies, lust, manipulation. You'll clean yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You will. This is what will happen. You'll clean yourself up. It's possible. It's tough, but it's possible. Practice it. Practice makes perfect. I went into it completely blind. Didn't nobody tell me nothing. I just listened to God. I just started to hear him speak. And I'm here where I'm at now because of him. Not because of me, not because of the devil, because of him. I've battled the devil for as long as I can remember. I've battled him. I've got a pretty powerful demon attached to me, because he has ruined my life, and not meaning it in a bad sense, but every relationship that I've ever gotten myself into, family, friends, relationships, he's destroyed. He doesn't want me to have anything. He wants me to be lonely. And he wants that loneliness that I'll have to destroy me, to cause me to question God. Right? I just saw 28:28. Oh man, almost 30 minutes. I did not realize. Wow. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm jabbering, but anyway, be careful with that voice. Be careful. I'm not telling you to get rid of your stuff. Please don't take it that way. I'm not telling you to get rid of your stuff. Keep it. Don't rely on it. You know what I mean? Like, don't say that I've got to have this for me to connect. You don't need it. Sage doesn't do anything for clearing out demons. God can. If I move into a new place, I always start from the furthest part of the house back, and I push myself forward. I pray, rebuking evil entities in the name of Jesus, and all the way out the door, pushing them out. This is what I'm doing. That's all. I don't need a crystal in my hand or around my neck. I love you guys. Just be careful what you're getting into, your mindset. Always stay positive, always stay loving. Be careful with those negativities. But Godspeed.